What up, y'all? It's Richie Rich. For those who don't know me, I'm a locker in Los Angeles, originally from New York. Started locking probably in about 1979. Locking started around 1970 by a man named Don Campbell. What happened was he would try to do the soul steps and sometimes make mistakes. And he used to hit this position, supposedly doing the funky chicken, where his elbows would come out. People used to make fun. His friends made fun of him and they go, hey, do that lock, do that lock. Don continued to do that. Through that, he started to incorporate other moves, which was a give yourself five. And if you remember how black people greeted each other in the 60s, what's up, man? And they would give each other five. A very famous game back in many days in gambling, guys would roll the dice and throw craps. Well, if you watch and throw the dice, it becomes a wrist roll. He would do slap downs. He would slap behind his back. He would do an up. Some people call it the muscle man. Some people call it other things. We called it a prep or an up. See, the whole drum major, they would have their batons and they'd come out and go like this as they led the band. Well, that's a pace right there. The points, which was created because Don, during his dance contest, he would see a good-looking girl, he would point to her. He would also slap on the tables and slap on the ground. So again, there's another move. Those seem to be the 5 to 6 basic moves. Locking was kind of a freestyle dance at that time. As other people joined in locking, other people started to create moves. Now moves. Scooby-Doo being the second locker in the order, Don first, Scooby second, he created the Scooby, the Scooby walk, the stop and go, the Scooby-Doo. Now all of a sudden, now you have 4 other moves that you could add to Don's. And Skeeter Rabbit created the Skeeter Rabbit. Alpha Anderson created the Alpha. Fluky Luke created the Leo walk. As this grew, the basics and foundations became larger and larger, and they were identified as locking moves. These are the basics and foundations of locking. Know them, understand where they come from. Locking is a dance that was created through the black culture. In the late 60s, the Vietnam War, still the oppression existed. In Los Angeles, when Don was doing this dance and the civil rights movement kind of worked itself out, black people started to become more free to express themselves. Soul Train came on the scene. It created an atmosphere and a place for black people to come and dance. Not only come and dance, but to express themselves freely. Through that, it brought itself into white America. White people are turning on the TV and watching people dance. Black kids, urban kids do this dance, these soul steps. Locking became a very big part of Soul Train because Don went on to Soul Train with Demita Joe Freeman. When those two went on, a lot of other people started picking up the dance. Shabba-Doo, Scooby-Doo, there was Greg Campbell Jr., OG Skeeter Rabbit, the Go-Go Brothers. Now you're looking at me and saying, why is a white guy talking about the black culture? I loved the dance so much that I went into the ghettos, I went into different places to really understand the dance. Through hanging out in those neighborhoods, I really started to understand the black culture and what it was like to be street. What it was like on the streets of LA, what it was like on the streets, dancing on the streets, what it was like in the nightclubs. So I had respect for this dance, not only for the dance, but for the black culture in itself. So that is why you have me talking about this dance and the black culture. Another thing is, how many other people do you even see talking about the black culture at all? So I'm honored to even talk about it and express what I've learned by being in this culture. Locking caught on like wildfire, and other people started to do it and dance with Don. Don would take people from his old neighborhoods, from people from other schools, to create a group which originally was called the Campbell Lockers. Later that name was changed to the Lockers. That is probably the quick synopsis of locking and all the things that are associated with it. I want to say what's up to the IPP page and to Slickgo for having me do this. And thanks for taking the time to actually watch the video about locking. With that, I'm going to take the same idea that Slick has for the IPP page and do an ILP page, the interactive locking page. So again, look out for that. If you want to check out and learn about locking, come and sign up for that page, and we'll see you soon. Richie Rich, I'm out. Peace.